Mary drives an average of 32,000 miles per year. And it should be her car gets 36 miles per gallon. I guess I forgot to randomize the gender, his or her. I randomized the names, and I forgot to change his or her. So, all right, so she drives 32,000 miles per year and gets 36 miles per gallon. The average cost of gasoline is $3.06 per gallon. Mary buys a new car. In the new car, Mary continues to average 32,000 miles per year. And the average cost of gas stays the same. Approximately how many more miles per gallon does the new car get if Mary has a savings of $943 per year? And you have 6 choices, A, B, C, D, E, F, down at the bottom. How many more miles per gallon does the new car get? Now, the way the problem should be answered is, as it says, how many more miles per gallon. I have a feeling that I may have put the new miles per gallon down in the choices here instead of the difference. If that's the case, then you'll know to choose the new miles per gallon as the choice. Okay, our first move. How far down can I scroll that and everybody still see it? I think that's good. Okay, so where are we going to start? What's the first thing that we have to find? She drove 32,000 miles per year and she gets 36 miles per gallon. How many gallons of gas did she use? Yeah, we have to find that out first. Okay, so she drove 32,000 miles in 1 year, and her car gets 36 miles per gallon. So what do I do to find out how many gallons she used?
X.
Okay, we can let it be X, but what do we do to find it? She drove 32,000 miles. Divide 32,000 by 36. Okay, so 32,000 divided by 36 comes out to be 888.8 repeating. And so that we never have to type all that back into the calculator, how about we let this equal, well, we can just let it equal X since it's already on the screen. So hit store, and then the XT theta N button just below the mode button will give you X. Along with the store button also has an X above it. So if you enter that in for X, we don't have to type it in again. So this represents gallons, 888.8 repeating gallons, and we stored that in for X. But our answer has what units down at the bottom? In here, all of these answers have what type of units? Are they miles? Are they gallons? Are they money?
So that'd be miles.
Miles per gallon. Okay. So we have miles here, 32. And then we have miles per gallon, 36. And this represents gallons here. Okay. Well, she saved $943. by buying a new car. Well, how much did she spend on gas before she bought the new car? How can we find that? If we just found the number of gallons.
Times that by 3.06.
Yeah, $3.06 per gallon. So we'll go $3.06 per gallon times this number, which is represented by what variable in our calculator? X. And I just used an X for the times symbol there. So I'll just make it a big giant dot. Times X. Okay, so 3.06 times alpha X, which is on the store button, or you can use the XT theta N button. So how much money did she spend?
$2,720.
$2,720. Okay, so that's what happened. That's her expenditure for gas before she bought a new car. How can I find how much money she spent on gas after she bought a new car? That's right. Subtract $943 because that's how much less she's going to be spending. So minus 943, and we come out with $1,777. That's how much she spent per year after buying a new car. In reality, the question is asking approximately how many more miles per gallon does the new car get if Mary has a savings of $943 per year. So in other words, we're finding a difference, but I think this might actually be the miles per gallon as is for the new year. So we'll find out. I may have forgot to do the difference, but the problem is still good. So we'll go down here with 1777. And we're looking for miles per gallon at this point. So with this here, we should be dividing 1777 by 3.06. Okay, and when we do that, 1777 divided by 3.06, how many gallons of gas has she used? 580.71895542. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay, and that represents gallons. All right. So now, with the number of gallons we have, what can we do next to find the miles per gallon? How many miles did she drive after she bought a new car? 32,000. So 32,000 miles, and divide that by 580.7189542. And with that number still in your calculator, you can store it to, let's just say Y. I'm putting it in Y. So I'm going to do 32,000 and divide by Y. So how many miles per gallon is she getting now? 55.10410805. And let's look up here at the choices to see which one that comes closest to. 55.10, we have a 55.15, and then a 55.25. So which one is the closest? D is in dog. Yeah. So always choose the closest answer. If she drives 63,000 miles per year and gets 37 miles per gallon, then what is her miles per gallon? Trick question. It's on the screen. 37, yeah. So how many gallons did she use in the first year? What do we have to divide to find that? Yeah, 63,000 divided by 37 miles per gallon gives me 1702.702703. So that's how many gallons of gas she's used. How do I find how much money she spent on gas?
Divide that by 3.99.
Divide it by 3.99. She used 17.
Or multiply it.
Yeah, multiply it. So let's just let this represent x. So x times 3.99, the price per gallon. So times 3.99, we come up with 6,793.3784. Now that's how much money she has spent. Let's leave this the way it is. Let's not round that to two places. Let's just leave it the way it is. If that's how much money she spent in the first year, and she had a savings of $17.99 after she bought a new car, then what do I need to do to find out how much money she spent per year after she bought a new car?
Subtract 17.99 from that.
All right, that is $17.79. All right, so minus $17.79. And we come up with 5014.783784. And that is how much money she is spending on gas per year. All right, if she spent that on gas per year and the price of gas remains $3.99, how can I find how many gallons of gas she used? Yeah, divide that by $3.99. Let's let this represent y. So let's do y divided by $3.99. So it comes out to be 1256.838041. That represents how many gallons? Okay, now if that's how many gallons, how can we find miles per gallon for the new car? How many miles did she drive in 1 year?
1,795.
How many miles did she drive? 63,000. Okay, so we have 63,000 for miles. And then the number of gallons that she used. In my calculator, I'm going to let that represent T. So I'm just dividing that by T. So 63,000 divided by T, which is the number of gallons we found, comes out to be 50.1257903. And if we round that to two places, 50.13. So we'll go back and look at the choices and see what we have. Is 50.13 up there? Yeah. F.